Oh, some in CIA and NSA, U.S. Department of Defense, different intelligence agencies, FBI, Homeland Security, ATF&E, and you know, police and sheriffs and law enforcement, and you know, politicians in White House, in different leaders of Earth. Think you're so intelligent. You think you got it all figured out. You think you got the story, of well, if Ted is God, I'm not saying all of you have figured this out by now, but some of you have in some of these organizations, and then other similar organizations around We Build Earth. After these videos with Ted and Gabriel, you think you got it all figured out. It's like Ted's not going to survive this coming. If Ted is God, he's not surviving this coming. Therefore, we are not going to even try to kill her off Satan's demons and spawns. You are commanded to do this. I have commanded you numerous times to do this. You are commanded to do this. Or later, and I am going to survive this coming, when I'm a spiritual living thing, I can and are pounding you into itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust, including turning you humans into, barely marginally lowercase humans to mutants, to freaks, to monsters, and other things. I'm going to hit you hard, and I can even, I can clone New Angel 1s and even New Angel 2s and New Angel 3s and or create other things that have much larger, power. I'm telling Gabriel currently I'm going to upgrade Gabriel to currently I'm giving Gabriel at least 12 billion in power and approximate 12,000 in intelligence and possibly even some other things, like character upgrades and different brain and body, different types of genius and talents and abilities and different character modifications and a specific type of character. And I'm telling you, I'm sure I'm going to survive this coming, and I can even have, New Angels, New Angel 1s and New Angel 2s and 3s, maybe a limited amount. I can maneuver them onto Earth, and I can really pound you in the future. You might possibly in the future, let's say maybe 100 years from now, probably about 100 years to definitely by 1,000 years from now, you're going to see a difference. You're going to see a huge difference if you have any records of what existed, now with humans and different things created on Earth, including make the movies of Resident Evil and different movies that show biotech and or things like biotech and bioweapons getting out of control and actually altering humans and altering animals and altering things and turning them into, mutants and freaks and monsters even. And you're going to regret this. You're going to be pounded into itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust. You're going to get punished and cursed and obliterated. You're going to pay. You're definitely going to pay. You're going to have to pay, humans of Earth, for your finding about every excuse to not do what you've been commanded to do by Ted, who is God and the Creator and the Lord and the King and the I Am and the Alpha and Omega of heaven, of earth, of universe, currently called original heaven, weevil earth, and the remainder of universe, where I have about 10 million planets, marbles, worlds, weevils, inhabited with my creations, including spiritual living things and physical living things, what are getting pounded to destroyed, to attacked, to nearly completely destroyed sometimes, raped and pillaged and different things by Satan and Satan's demons, what are spawning on Earth. Spawns. Therefore, some of you are so arrogant and proud, and you think you got it all figured out. You're the experts in CIA, for example, and experts in FBI and experts in U.S. government, experts in U.S. Department of Defense, and experts in U.S. military, and experts in intelligence, and different experts, and you think you got it all figured out, you know, that there's no possibility if, you know, they say big if Ted is God, we don't think he's going to survive it. So why would we do what we understood to be apocalypse, or why would we desolate all of Earth with nukes, and why would we try to kill or drop Satan's demons? And some of you want your lives, you want your cities, you want your infrastructure, you want your lives, you want your lifestyles, you want to continue to be Weevil Earth leaders, you want to continue to be leaders. You're just having too much fun. You know, you're hanging on to this. You're hanging on to it tight-fisted, like it's worth so much to you. And some of you are going to say, well, I won't even be alive to see him pound us into itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust. Exactly. You're not going to be alive anywhere. Minimum, you're going to be getting eternal death. You know, you're the people that are not going to survive this coming. I'm going to survive it. I'm the Alpha and Omega. I'm the final thing to live. I probably will live till end of time. I'm a huge survivor, and I'm going to survive this coming. I'm surviving this coming. I am a huge survivor. I'm living in original heaven after this coming in this maximum spiritual living brain and body, approximately 1 trillion in spiritual power channels, and approximately 100,000 to what I believe could be 1 million to even 1 billion in intelligence, and even not angel intelligence, even not spiritual living thing intelligence, what they describe this to be. It's beyond this intelligence. They don't even possibly even understand it enough, this intelligence, the creative intelligence, the aptitudes and abilities and talents of creating and doing technical things and doing enough technical to create, and different abilities, you know, different talents, many different abilities. Look at the things I created on Earth, even in the oceans and on land and in the air. Look at the things, and in the ground. Look at the things I created. Enormously intelligent, a huge variety. There's no possibility this could have evolved or been evolution. I do not believe in the slightest. It is not possible. The God and the Creator created this. This was created. There's too much of a variety. The variety is too huge. And I'm trying to tell you, I will survive this coming. You're going to regret it. Sometime in the future, 100 years to 1,000 years from now, you know, you're going to start seeing evidence of this for disobeying these commands. And you're going to say, well, I'm not going to be alive on Earth to even worry about it. You're not going to be alive anywhere. I'm not going to save you. You're not going to be alive in heaven, original heaven. You're not going to be alive in another heaven I create. You're not going to be alive anywhere. You know, many of you were in positions to influence enough or do enough or cause enough to happen to contribute to this happening, you know. You that went against Ted too much during this coming to were enemies to Nemesis, you're going to be put in something down to hell, to something lower. It can be physical, and with a physical brain and body, even with horns and a tail and slimy bodies and smelly, stinky, you know, farting constantly and having terrible breath. And I can create other things, you know, drooling all the time and so unattractive and you know, just I can really get creative with this. You know, the brain and some bodies is something down to hell to something lower, and also in dream states and other things. You're going to regret it. You're going to pay with your lives. Eternal death minimum for many of you who are in any position in the slightest to do something. Even you that are not in government, you know, leaders in government that could have started up some of Ted's religions and help with getting Ted's information out there and push Ted's information and really propagated Ted's information, spread Ted's information. You could have done this. There's many things you were commanded to do during this coming, what too many of you did not do or did not do enough of.